Shit. Hey, what's up, guys? Thank you for joining me again. By guys, I mean guy, and by guy, I mean me. I am following myself, looking at myself, draw and talk, just to see how everything sounds. So this is my progress so far. I have a silhouette drawn in. I have a pose that I would like to do. I do have some issues with this silhouette. For example, like maybe the torso is a bit wide. I don't even know if the hands are really bad. I just know I want her bent over a bit, so it's gonna be tilted, not tilted, but her front, her body is going to be tilted a bit. Okay, something like this, I suppose. And this is not going to be so high, it's going to be like that. And I don't even have the perspective correct, honestly, to how I want it. And this, I made a mistake in resizing that. This, on the other hand, needs to be probably moved, like, because it's in the center, it should align with the center of her torso, which is around like here. But she's bent over, right? So it's going to be like this a bit, and then like her boobs do this. Something like that. Close enough. I just had dinner and I have something in my throat. I'm also very tired, so I hope I can get this in. I don't want to spend too long on this piece as much. What happened here? As much as I would like to turn out a good piece. Well, I don't really think I'm capable of turning out a good piece. It can turn out okay. It can maybe turn out okay, but you know what? Actually, I'm just gonna make this. Something like this, and I'll erase this. So, it's gonna be like this, and this is gonna be wait. Eat first, and I do. I'm so funny. I do accents. Relatively okay, I hope. If anyone is tuning in, I hope you can give me your input on how I sound with my accents. A friend asked me the other day when I just randomly told her, you know, I'm actually pretty good at a redneck accent. Sorry about that. I really have something in my throat. I can't seem to get rid of it. I told her I have a pretty good redneck accent. I have a pretty good redneck accent. How was that? God bless President Trump. He's a blessing to all these niggers. Oh shit. Oh no. Did I just say no, but you know, rednecks gotta be racist. I don't actually endorse President Trump. I think he's not so good. But that's not the point of my video or my stream. So right here I'm just cleaning up a little bit of stray lines. I want a few lines only. So this is gonna go down, up, down. God damn it. erasing this. Actually, make it like that. Just to make it seem more flowy. So I can have the bottom of this here, and just some, to illustrate some some depth to this. So she's in a sundress. It's gonna be like, I need to make this a little bit thicker actually, and I'm just gonna hatch it in. And this part is actually going to be bright, and then right here as well I'm going to hatch it in. Something like that. And I can fill this part in. Drop it down back to a small brush size. And I'll erase this. Okay. Okay, again, let's erase this, and I got the text. So right here I corrected that. It's supposed to, do that, and I can shade this part a little bit. And it's supposed to be bright, so I need this to be small again, and then draw a line of brightness along that. Okay, back to this mess of a picture. She's, just grabbing at her hair. Like that, maybe. Okay, so this case actually, I'm actually going to draw this, and then I'll erase this joining part and make it feel like two. I mean, it's going to be two, but it's not outwardly drawing like the individual fingers, because that kind of makes it look a bit strange. Like when you're drawing hands, what is this? Shit. When you draw hands, you usually draw like the 5 fingers, right? Or you might do something like that. But then, like, let's say you have a fist, right? Like boom, boom, boom. Not fist. Let's see, a peace sign. Let's do that. So it's gonna be like this. I'm just gonna do a real quick cartoony example, I suppose. It's gonna be like this, this, like that, right? But I'm not sure how well it illustrates, but you have this sort of indication that there are 2 separate shapes in there because of this slight moving, these 2 looking shapes. Yeah, I'm very good at explaining things, as you can see. Okay, so I have that going on. This is also incorrect, because an ear doesn't actually look like that. It was like, she has the fold of the ear, and then maybe I'll draw like a diamond or something. She's supposed to look graceful, but deep down she's a freaking mess. You know, I can even make this sundress strapped down a bit, you know, like almost. So that's her arm. That's a bit long. Is it even long actually? Yeah, it's about the size of her head, and I think it's fine actually. So there's that. Oh, not like that actually. Let's not make her tits too big. I don't like big tits. Oh, I don't like big breasts. Okay, I want to be. I'm gonna be a proper gentleman. A proper gentleman. And I'm going to say breasts. And this is actually very off. I don't actually want this one. I want this to slightly slide down. And I need another hand, so it's going to be a pinky. That's not really dramatic. That's not a dramatic pinky, though. So something dramatic would be like extreme angles and stuff. And then, you know, I have this slip downwards. And I need this finger to be longer than the pinky, of course. And then you're gonna go something like that. Actually, I want to have this in the over, like a claw grip kind of. Huh. This is actually very hard. Because of the perspective. Let's see. Something like that. Like Jesus, I don't want to spend too long on this. So that goes outwards. And I want this strap or dress to be like moving down. And like folds over. See, how is it gonna look though? It's like something like this. It's gonna be like this actually. gonna be like this. And I still want this to go back up a lot. And I made her boobs too big. Okay, let's remove that. Let's see how it looks, I suppose. I feel like... Shit. I feel like this is actually a bit low now. But watch, once I adjust it, it's gonna be like, I don't know what I'm doing. So from here, you know, you kind of maybe see a neck or something. So her boob should be up here, honestly. If anything, these have to move up. These have to move up. Like so. And cleavage goes like this. And then she can have a bit like that. And just have like a something like this. And this should actually go up because that's the style of dress I'm going for. Okay, so let's bring this layer back in. The thing is, I made her arms. I made this arm really like thick, I suppose, and it should really be something like that. As I was saying, America is the greatest country in the world. I forgot I was doing the redneck accent. Ooh, doggy. Yee, doggy. Something like that. And there's going to be a belt here. Don't forget the belt. And the belt is around her waist. The belt is around her waist. You see this here belt is around her waist. And I get the buckle. And let's throw the belt in. Ooh, that's a terrible belt. And this is also a terrible view. Because she's supposed to be like facing towards the viewer. So something like that. She's supposed to be looking towards the viewer, crouched. Actually, this might be fine. I think this just needs to be like that. It looks a bit wide, but it's alright when I... Shit, no, that's not right. Here it is. And then the dress right here is gonna scrunch up. So it's gonna be like a lot of wrinkles like that. is gonna go around that way and up her and then her thighs like this, like that, like so. Is gonna curl up, and then her foot actually is gonna be like this. This is actually a very nice foot. And we start partitioning her toes like that. And it's gonna go like that. Perfect. She looks like a mess. Is the way God intended her. Did I just call myself God? Why, yes, I did. And I ain't. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, boy. I ain't no God. I'm pretty trash, honestly speaking. All right, I think I'm done. And let's just fix some things up. Let's fix this shoe right here, and let's go like so. And let's just go erase. Erase. And let's erase this inside. So, my viewers, how do you think I'm doing? Follow me at YinStanley94 on Instagram. I draw a lot of League of Legends related content, so if you like League and comics, I want to draw and make a visual novel styled RPG for League, actually. Non-profit, of course, because Riot intellectual property and all, but I'm allowed to actually make games for it. And here we go. I want her hand to be a little bit slimmer. And I need to clean this up a little bit. No, that's not how it's supposed to look. It's gonna be like this. Probably look downer. What the hell? Huh. This actually looks really bad now. But what's wrong? It's the arch of her back. It's because this looks like she's doing that. Do I rotate it? See how it looks. That It looks a little better, but the arch is still a little bit unnatural to me. Unless I do it something like this. I don't know. I'm not going to care too much about it. I'm done with today's prompt. So, now, what I need to do is introduce some shadows. I want a light source to be coming from that side, so I'm going to make this like this. Actually, let's make it a little bit more. No, let's make it red. Red's fine. So my goal here is to make it, I guess it's almost like cell shading in a way. This entire backside is in shadow, so I don't know how I'm really going to convey that. Something like this, and then it's going to be here. Oh, that's all good. And then this is going to be more inwards. Okay. Okay, so since the light source is really coming from the front, right, I can have this staggered kind of right here, like this kind of, not staggered per se, but a separate, like an uneven kind of shadow effect. It's more coming through the front of her, and I can this part can be. This part can be illuminated as well. That. So guys, I suppose this is nobody here. I just ask around. What are your heartbreak stories? This piece right here is actually a little bit related to that. I am freshly single. I feel like she was actually the love of my life kind of thing going on. She was also my first relationship, so most people are telling me that, you know, it's just your first relationship, that you can't really be, that it's not supposed to last or something like that. And I find that kind of talk very bad. I disagree intensely with that. Just because someone's your first does not really excuse it, you know, from being being your last too, honestly. I really did want to marry her. I really did love her, and I just wish a lot of things turned out better. Just talking to myself, but it is what it is. So right here, I'm just introducing some some highlights, you know, to give some a little bit of contrast. That really doesn't need much, and I just shaded in the shoes just to make it a dark color, as is represented by this color. Erase this as well, and her calf is actually actually has a lot of space. Takes up a lot of space, and maybe this side's like illuminated a bit. Something like this, right? And then this entire figure is gonna be like that. So I use the selection tool, and I'm just gonna go all the way around. Thank God this one is simple to line. I wonder if this actually goes on record, though. I wonder where it's saved, honestly. So if it does, hey, I hope you're watching this sometime in the future and things were great. Things were actually great. Not were, are actually great between us. I bawled my eyes out again in the middle of the day at work, and it made me extremely, I wouldn't even say unmotivated, it's just I had this like eye pain that I couldn't even get rid of at that point. It was pretty intense sadness right there. And I can drop this size. Nope, too small. I hope that one day not even one day, soon, honestly, soon. And because I can't actually. Yeah, but. So in this case, I'm not sure if okay, I'll leave it like that first, and then I will do another layer, and I'll do this like a triangular kind of thing. Nope. So it's gonna be like this, right? So somewhere in this triangle, I'm going to fan out some. Shadows like that. Oh, that's too hard. And I want a motion blur. And then I need airbrushing one. I so I guess there's another thing here that I try to do. I try to keep it within a few tones of color. In this case, I want to try to keep it 3. I have a mid-tone right here. Oh, not that. I'm just gonna be shallow, I say. Kind of want to leave it like something like this. Actually, it's fine. All right. Do I just mash the whole thing in? And now I'm wondering if I should shade this the same exact way, but then it'll take away too much detail actually. So it's either I do, oh no, not this tool. Anyway, okay, let's try it. Is it there definitely is a diagonal lines tool. Clear. Textures. Diagonals, yes. I need the density of these. This is a taper. No, I don't want taper. Spacing. Okay, it's individual. Huh. That's why I didn't really want to tone it in this, because I would have a drastically different tone, I guess, so to speak. Not drastically different tone, but like it would remove a lot of detail. So the best way to actually do this is to actually hatch it myself. Fuck me. This, you throw these in. Sorry, I'm still here. I'm just looking at some. I'm just looking for some emojis. Yeah, hatching this would remove so much texture. I think I'll just hatch your shadow. I think so. And art actually takes so fucking long that I don't have the actual fucking time. Ah, crap, I do have to, I might have to do tomorrow's though. Right now, I mean, because, I'm not gonna be available tomorrow. Okay.